of gaming together. Up, down, left, right, BA, select, start. Hey everybody, Shawn here with the Technophiles Newscast. The Game Developers Conference happened last week, and so I'm going to give you some of my favorite stories to come out of there, as well as some amazing science. For those of you who don't spend all of your waking hours watching the progression of virtual reality like I do, you may have missed a story a couple of weeks ago saying that the Oculus Rift had run out of development kits. After running out of dev kits, saying that some of the parts used in the original dev kit were no longer available, they told us to keep our eyes peeled. And I did. At GDC, they announced the Crystal Cove, aka DK2, aka the second development kit. According to Sam Mekovic of Ars Technica, the new development kit fixes the latency and refresh issues that were present in the first development kit. As well, they added a 1080p screen which reduces the vision blur. The dev kit is now on sale for $350 and it's expected to start shipping in July. While the Oculus Rift has been the biggest player in virtual reality, Sony is now throwing their hat into the ring with their Project Morpheus. Project Morpheus is a virtual reality headset that uses the PlayStation Move and the PlayStation Eye to track your movements while simultaneously shoving wholly immersive content into those eye holes you so desperately want filled with virtual reality. While awesome, Morpheus is still struggling with some of the same issues that the Oculus Rift did in its earliest prototype, such as vision blur, which is caused by a low-res screen. As well, because of the physical exertion that's used with the Move, the screen tends to fog up. An open letter to Sony. Dear Sony, I already have issues sweating when I play video games. Gripping the controller with my balmy hands after a 5-hour gaming session is already problem enough. Now I have to worry about my out-of-shapeness affecting my virtual reality experience? Please fix. Sincerely, Shawn. I'm trying real hard not to get really excited about this because I plan on getting the Rift for my PC. However, I will wholeheartedly allow myself to get really excited over videos of kids losing track of where they are using this and then punching through their televisions, Move controller in hand. Fingers crossed. Valve unveiled a redesign of the Steam controller at GDC. Steam added analog buttons to the controller and doubled down on their touchpads for movement and cursor control. Basically what we've ended up with is an inverted version of the PlayStation 4 controller. You have touchpads where the buttons are, and you have buttons where the joysticks are. My biggest gripe is actually the directional pad, which isn't so much a pad as directional buttons. There are 4 separate buttons, one for each of the cardinal directions, and it looks like a terrible design choice, something I would never want to use for a game I would normally use a D-pad for. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a further evolution of the D-pad, and perhaps even a redesign of the layout, something closer to the Xbox 360 controller, although that may be difficult given the size of the trackpads. And now for something completely different. Researchers at the University of Michigan have created infrared contact lenses. By using graphene's photoconductivity, the contact lenses would effectively expand our vision beyond the visible light spectrum, making us Predator. Minus the active camo. Also the crazy strength. And a lot less scary. Okay, so we wouldn't be Predator. The most obvious impact of this would be as a replacement for military night vision goggles. I can already hear the hearts of Sam Fisher fans breaking. Other uses could be in the medical field. Doctors could use contact lenses like this to see blood flow. As well, we might see these in future versions of Google Glass, or maybe even in eye-optic prototypes. In what is easily the biggest news of last week, and the biggest news in the last 15 years in astronomy, we now have evidence for cosmic inflation. Evidence of gravitational waves from the very beginning of time, like within a billionth of a billionth of a billionth of a second of the Big Bang, have been found by BICEP 2, which measures cosmic microwave background. Basically what this means is that we are one step closer to having a fully unified theory of everything that ties together the 4 fundamental forces of physics: strong force, weak force, electromagnetic force, and gravity. I Can Haz Star Trek replicator? It's not how it works. For those of you who are interested in learning more about this, there's a fantastic Reddit post full of resources that we have linked in the description below. that is it for the Technophiles Newscast. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe, and be as liberal as you like with that share button. It gets a little bit lonely sometimes. As well, this video was made with the help of these lovely people. You can find us on all social media, Twitter @TechnophileSpod, Facebook, facebook.com/Technophilespodcast, and at our website, technophilespodcast.com. Thanks so much, and I'll see you guys next time.
Ah!